Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. I'm ready to go whenever you guys are. I'm good to talk then, right? I'm good to talk then? And with that, we welcome you in here to Monroe Athletic Complex for the Monroe University Invitational here in New Rochelle, New York. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Lloyd Wilson. I'll give you all the play-by-play action today as both these two teams coming into this game on different sides of the spectrum. For Northwest Florida State College, the Raiders, they're coming in this one nationally ranked at number 3. Falling to Harcum, who just played moments ago before we start this game. They fell to Harcum yesterday, 80-77, a crushing loss by 3. But in that game, one of the stars we're going to see on this floor in just a few moments, Josh Hayes, recorded his first double-double against Harcum with 15 points and 15 rebounds. On the other side, Monroe, they're coming off of a strong win against Hagerstown. Well, a tough win, you could say, that winning that one by 4. 72-68. And here are the Mustangs now on offense, and they start it with an emphatic dunk from Hassan Washington to get this game started. Their starters, Hassan Washington, who just made that slam, Devere Palmer Jr., Ryan Williams Jr., Jordan Sanders, and Eric Meha. Now here are the Raiders at the top of the key, swinging it around the timeline. At the top of the key, go inside, free throw line extended, hop steps in with the left hand. That one's able to find its way and roll in. Nathan Ojuku to get their day started. This is going to be a test for the Mustangs. This one's a long three that ricochets offside iron. We're able to corral the offensive rebound. Now here come the Raiders in transition. The Mustangs have faced 2 nationally ranked teams earlier this season, which both have came to a loss. So here's another test against another nationally ranked team. This one a corner 3, no good. Rebounded by the guard in Meha. Meha running the floor, swings it to the far side, hop steps. Could have been called for a travel. This one put up, takes a few bounces before it's able to roll in 4-2 in favor of the Mustangs. That one able to fall in from DeVere Palmer Jr. Leads the team in rebounds with 6. Driving inside, they kick it out to Roman at the top of the key. Gets 2 defenders jumping in the air. Mid-range pull-up, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Raiders come down with it. That's a Juku. Juku sidestep 3 from the corner. That one no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Palmer Jr. swings it around. They find an open man in the corner, and he drills a 3. Ryan Williams Jr. averages about 10 points per game. Doesn't shoot the 3 ball that often. Able to shoot that one in, and they take the lead now by 4. Heading to the basket. Left-hand layup, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Raiders able to get their own. And then last touch, they say, from the Raiders. Mustangs come away with it. Early substitution as Nathan Ojukwu, he'll sit down from Boise, Idaho. His replacement seeing the first time tonight. As we try to get a license plate on him in just a few moments. Looks like it'll be number 24 and Dwayne Pierce. Pierce off the bench, leading the team in scoring with 15 points. At the top, they have Roman. Here's Roman once again. About 4 minutes into this game, and the Mustangs have come out strong. Roman swings it to the corner. Has an open 3 ball. This one's good. That one made by Tyrese Melo Garcia. Shooting 52% from 3-point range, and the Mustangs turn it over. Here's Pierce. He slows down the action, gets the screen on his right-hand side, rather left, and this one's going to be a mid-range Jimmy. Just above the free throw line, and we have a tie ball game at 7 apiece. Mayha, who leads the team in scoring with 18, swings it to Ryan Williams Jr. Back to Mayha, playing little catch, sidestep. Oh, nice snatch back, but not able to knock down the shot. Rebounded by the Raiders. Garcia, slicing and dicing, gives it to Pierce. They find a wide open man, hesitated by shooting the 3. Back to Pierce. Swinging it around. Open J, rather contested. Mayha gets the rebound. Wide open for the slam. DeVere Palmer Jr. If it's not Washington slamming it down, it'll be Palmer. Mustangs regain the lead. Pierce on the attack. No good. Got his own offensive rebound and puts it in with the left hand. Have to find a way to box him out. Averages about 4 per game. Double team comes. They almost get a turnover, and they do. Here come the Raiders. It's a 2-on-2 situation. Layup, no good. But out of nowhere, trying to put it back is Pierce. He comes up short with it. Slowing down the offense was Sanders. Sanders, pull up 3. This one left it short, hits front rim. Cross court pass. Roman. Retreat dribbles, trying to go on the post. Great denial that time by DeVere. They go right back to him in the near side block. Swinging around. Roman decides to take the 3. This one no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs. They go inside for the alley-oop to Washington. Both these two teams playing with excellent pace so far to start off this ball game. The Raiders trying to bounce back into the win column after falling to a strong Harcum team. Losing that game by 3 points here in this Invitational. Nice pass inside and a lay-in, an easy one for Tyrese Melo Garcia. And with that, we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout will be taken from the Mustangs, and it looks like it'll be a full timeout. So with that, they'll take one. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back here after this timeout break from the Mustangs. Back on the floor are the Mustangs. Fakir Mosley will come in for the Mustangs, a new substitution. And another substitution on the other side for the Raiders, number 42 in Quan Raimundo. Along with number 1 in Davion Hill. And then number 2 in Jadarian Faulkner. Also coming back in as a starter, or one of the starters to start this game also, Nathan Ojuku. Washington, straight up. Long ball is good. Eric Meha leads the team in three-point percentage, shooting at a 41% clip. Pump fakes, driving inside, losing the ball is Ojuku. Mustangs in transition. Meha looks like he was going to go up with it, but then they restart this offense, and then here's DeVere Jr. inside off glass and not able to roll it in. Great attack that time by Palmer. Slowing it down is Faulkner, the newly instated player. Checking in for the first time today. Here's Hill trying to orchestrate the offense. Ojuku comes to go get it. The left-hander able to lose the ball. Unfortunately lost the ball, but for the Mustangs, they caused a turnover. New substitution for the Mustangs as DeVere Jr. DeVere Palmer Jr. will take a seat. His replacement, number 15, in Kylian Hart. As this one is another bucket from Hassan Washington. Mustangs up by 5, 16-11, 12:46 left to go in this first half. Faulkner goes inside, picks up his dribble, and then brings it back out. Here's Pierce. Pierce attacking the rim. Lost the ball, but he's fouled on the pass attempt. They're definitely trying to get Raimundo involved. Doesn't do a whole lot of scoring, only averages about 6 points per game. His biggest, you could say, attribute to the team, or asset to the team, is his rebounding, 6. Mid-range shot, no good. Trying to get the putback is Pierce. They say last touch by the Mustangs, so the Raiders will retake it. For the Raiders, great showing out yesterday against Harcum with 15 points was Curtis Williams. We already talked about how Hayes had his first double-double of the season. Some miscommunication on this one. Pierce just throws it away looking for Hill. But they also got great bench production. Again, Dwayne Pierce, 19 points off the bench in that contest the other day. They're looking for him to have an impactful game like yesterday here in this one. Attacking the basket. Could have been called for a travel, but they lose the ball anyway, as Meha tried to set up Washington for a bucket under the basket. And for the Mustangs in their win against Allegheny the other day, Sanders, one of the starters, had 20 points. Jago Robinson with 10 points as well. And then both Eric Meha and Ryan Williams Jr. both had 11, as this one back-to-back turnovers from both teams. Sloppy possessions so far. Substitutions coming in for the Raiders. Hill and Faulkner will take a seat. Their replacements will be Garcia, along with Braylon Roman. Here comes Meha as both teams turn the ball over. Back-to-back possessions. Another substitution for the Mustangs would be number 5 in Riley Dunn. Jump ball. As attacking the basket was Meha. So it was a jump ball, but it's a possession arrow to the Raiders. They get this one back out. Trying to find someone around the timeline. On the far side is Pierce. Pierce looking for the screen, decides not to use it. Mid-range Jimmy, no good, hits back iron, and the Mustangs have numbers if they want to use them, and then it just turns the ball over, chose the wrong place. In transition, are the Raiders leaving that one short was Garcia. Fighting for the rebound under the basket is Pierce, and he's fouled. They say a foul on the floor, so they'll take it under the basket in the short corner. Substitutions by both teams. As Sanders comes in, Mayhaw takes a seat, and Pierce will also take a seat, and his replacement will be Curtis Williams. Roman looking for someone to pass to. They go back to the top. They're swinging it around. Go to Hayes. Hayes already picked up his dribble. They try to go inside. Looks like he hit his foot on the baseline, and it'll be another turnover for the Raiders. Josh Hayes still trying to settle himself in within the paint. Again, had 15 points and 15 rebounds in their last game. Williams Jr. on the far side and swings it to Mosley. Mosley retreat, dribbles back out. 12 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Have to get going. They dump it down low. Here's Dunn. Dunn back to the basket. 5 seconds left to go. They find a cutting man, but this one's turned over. Here come the Raiders. Picks up his dribble. Trying to drive baseline, but turned the ball over off of his thigh is Garcia. Braylon Roman trying to get the offense going, and the turnovers have been crucial. Sanders now to Mosley. Mosley gets the screen to Hart. Hart at the top of the key, driving to the basket. High scoop layup, no good, but there to clean up his mess is Riley Dunn. Mustangs go up 7. Garcia. Hit it near side. They find a cutting Garcia. Garcia under the basket. Try to go underneath the Hayes. Hayes, hook shot is good. Finally a shot that's able to drop down for the Raiders as they went about 3 minutes scoreless, and a nice mid-range jump shot from Jordan Sanders. Had a good game against Hagerstown a few days ago in this during this invitational with 8 points. They go inside. Left hand layup is good by Melo Garcia. Mosley brings up the basketball. And a long-range three. This one hits back iron. Fighting for the rebound. Hayes comes down with it. Garcia picks up his dribble. Try to go inside and then nearly turn it over. Mustangs do get the ball, but then lost it under the basket, and the Raiders come down with it. And right now, at midcourt, is Josh Hayes in some uncomfortable pain, giving him a second to get his bearings together and get his feet under him. He's able to get up on his own power and walk to the bench as well. Right now, leading the team in scoring for the Raiders is Melo Garcia with 7 points. And another turnover for the Raiders. Mosley, give it off to Sanders. Sanders swings it to Ryan Williams Jr. They left Dunn by himself. And a newly instituted DeVere Palmer Jr., he comes in. And you see him attacking the basket with nothing but grit and grind. Able to put that one in. Strong move by Palmer Jr. They dump it down low to Raymundo. Raymundo kicks it back out. Offense looking stagnant for the Raiders. Mid-range, rather three ball, no good. Looks like Curtis Williams wanted to step into it, but stepped into the three instead. Mosley gets the screen, and they try to kick it out to Williams Jr., and it's a turnover. Mosley claiming that his arm did get hit. Dunn will take a seat. Washington will come in. 7:39 left to go in this first half, and it's been a strong coming out, if you will, for the Mustangs. So far have come out strong with intensity and energy. Raiders have to find a way to catch up. Swinging around the timeline, Mosley stops him in his track. Going inside, attacking the basket, no basket, but a foul on the drive from Williams. Williams, the second leading scorer on this team with 13 points. Averages about 4 rebounds. Shoots about 50% from the field and 52% from three. Not able to knock down the free throw. He's only a 75% free throw shooter. Substitutions from the Raiders as Davion Hill will come in. Taking a seat is Ojuku. Second free throw is good from Williams. Sanders shadowed by Pierce. Have to get it through, have to get it past, and they're just able to. Here's Meha, who comes back in with Washington. Meha orchestrating the offense on the far side. Williams Jr. They dump it down low to Washington. Washington goes upstairs for a dunk. That's now 4 dunks in this first half from Hassan Washington. Here's Pierce to Roman. Roman hop steps inside, almost loses his balance, but he's able to put it in. On the far side, Meha getting a strong screen from Washington, and then going down off the hard foul is Meha. For the Mustangs, leading the team in scoring so far is Washington with 8 points. Shooting a perfect 4 for 4 from the field. Substitutions being made. Hayes wants to come back in, but they have to wait for the official, rather wait for that first free throw. First shot is good for Meha. Raymundo will take a seat as Hayes will come back in. Both teams not helping their case in the turnover battle. So far, the Mustangs leading that one in 9, and the Raiders in 8. Second free throw was made, so we have 26-18 in favor of the Mustangs. Attacking the basket in this one. We'll see who was last touched off of. They say the Raiders, and it's another turnover for the Raiders. Roman looked like he wanted to dunk that one, going between multiple defenders. Williams Jr. nearly lost the handle. Sanders to Washington. Washington here at the top of the key. Swings it to the far side. Great pick and roll. Didn't want to use it. Then they dump it down to Washington. Back to Williams. Williams, long range 2. This one hits side iron. They say last touch by the man under. And that was DeVere Palmer. Substitution. Roman will take a seat. Back in is Jadarian Faulkner, the sophomore from Knoxville, Tennessee. And for the Mustangs, speaking of class, this is a pretty young team. Whole bunch of sophomores and freshmen. Here's Meha. Goes behind the back. Just probing that Washington screen. They dump it down low. Back to Washington. Back out to Meha to restart the offense. 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Taps his head. Looks like he was looking for a screen. Washington does come on his left-hand side. Attacking. Hop step. Inside. Has a man that falls down. No good. Left it short. Pierced the rebound. And then fouled on the rebound. Loose ball foul goes against the Mustangs. So team's 5th personal foul, or the team foul. Eric Meha will take a seat. His replacement will be number 1 in Fakir Moser. Here's Faulkner. Uses the Hayes screen. Bounce pass to Pierce. Pierce inside. Euro stepping. Has a man on the far side. This one dumped down back to Pierce. Pierce puts up a shot. Goes in. Plus the foul. Dwayne Pierce going to the line for one more. Foul will be against DeVere Palmer Jr., his second. Coming back in is Killian Hart. Taking a seat is DeVere Palmer Jr., who just picked up his second foul here in the first half. 5 minutes left to go in that. Completing the three-point play is Pierce. We have a 5-point game. They give it to Hart on the far side. They bounce pass it back to Mosley. Gets it past half court. Mosley retreat dribbles near on the near side wing. Back to Ryan Williams Jr. Trying to dump it down on the Washington. They do on the near side block. Swinging it around. Williams Jr. picks up his dribble. Trying to find Hart. Stopping him was Pierce. But they're going to call a loose ball foul on him as well. Hart off the inbound. Air milled it. Here's Pierce by himself inside. Able to lay it in. Athletic move by Dwayne Pierce in transition. Ryan Williams Jr. hop steps inside. Fouled. Trying to pass the ball to Hart. They say it was Hayes' first personal foul. They inbounded to Hart. Hart picks up his dribble, trying to get it down to Washington, and that's now back-to-back fouls by Josh Hayes. Looks like head coach Steve DeMille, who's in his 9th season at the helm, is going to leave Hayes in. Fighting for it down low. Washington comes away with it, and they're actually going to call this on Washington now. So back-to-back fouls were called on Hayes. Referee under the basket says it's now time for Washington to get his. Three-point ball game in favor of the home team in the Mustangs, who are hosting this Invitational this year. They swing it to Pierce. Pierce to Faulkner. Faulkner to the far side. To Williams. Williams dancing with his man. Side step. No good. Got the rebound was Mosley. Mosley pushing the pace. Bounce pass to Hart. Hart with the layup. Left it short, but he's fouled on the layup attempt. So Hayes now picks up his third personal here in the first half. The sophomore from Gainesville, Florida, might have to take his seat with an entire second half left to go in this game. As Hart is able to knock down the first free throw. Shooting 75% from the charity stripe. Substitutions by the Raiders. Almost an entire new lineup. Ojuku comes back in, along with Raimundo and Garcia. So they'll have a timeout on the floor. Timeout taken by the Mustangs. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. So for Monroe, they've been scoreless in the last 2 minutes. 1 for 4 in their last 4 possessions. And as a team for Northwest Florida State, haven't been shooting the ball particularly well from outside. 1 for 7 as a team. So far in this game, in this tightly contested one, we've had 4 ties. And the one leading this entire one so far in this first half has been Monroe. They haven't surrendered the lead not once. On the far side, knocking it down from 3 is Nathan Ajuku. Again, doesn't shoot a lot of threes. Able to step into that one with confidence. His team down 2, looking for their first lead of the game. Washington at the top of the key, shadowed by Raimondo. Long range 3 from Mosley, trying to respond back at it. They say last touch by the Raiders, and Monroe will get a second crack at it. 3:12 left to go in this first half. Both teams with 6 fouls. Swinging it around. They find Sanders. Sanders tried to dump it down to Washington, but put too much on it. Here's Williams. Williams picks up his dribble. Ojoku, same shot. It's opposite side, but has the same result. And for the Raiders, they have their first lead of the game, 29-28. Here's Mosley at the top, swinging to the far side, and Sanders. Back to Mosley. To Hart. Trying to find Washington. Ryan Williams Jr., they find him there at the top of the key. Washington, step back 3. Here from the big man, no good. Trying to put it back was Williams Jr. Hart on the rebound. That one no good. Sanders with the rebound. Fouled on the attempt. So Ojukwu will pick up the personal foul, his second. It's now 7 personal fouls against Northwest Florida State. Both teams in the bonus with 2:27 left to go in this first half. Sanders at the charity stripe, able to rattle that one in. Again, Sanders shooting a 75% clip from the charity stripe. Taking a substitution is head coach Jeff Brustad in his 21st season here at the helm. Hart's replacement is Riley Dunn. So now the Mustangs retake the lead by 1, 30-29. Here's Faulkner to Ojukwu. Ojukwu, who's hit back-to-back threes on opposite sides of the court, and a nice floater from Davion Hill, who's able to get on the board for the first time tonight. Davion Hill, who had 10 points and 5 rebounds against Harcum in their 3-point loss the other night. Washington trying to find Dunn down low, and he immediately puts his hand up saying, "It's my bad." Raiders up 154 left to go in this first half. Faulkner on the far side, shadowed by Mosley. Raimondo with the screen on the right-hand side, swinging to the far side in Williams. Restarting the offense. Dump it down low to Ojukwu. Ojukwu finds Raimondo. Raimondo under the basket, not able to put it on in the first time, and a late whistle made by the official, and head coach Jeff Brustad is furious with the call. Juan Raimondo for a 6'7" forward, shooting 80% from the charity stripe. Shoots it pretty well from a big man, from a forward. Standing at 6'7". First shot is good. Getting some crucial minutes here with Josh Hayes on the bench. Raimondo has played in all 5 games so far this year. Hasn't started any of them. Washington with the rebound, gets it, handoff to Williams Jr. Retreat dribbles, looking for Mosley. Mosley decides not to come get it. Williams Jr. restarting the offense. Swings it to Sanders on the far side. Dunn comes to get him with the screen. Williams Jr. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Going down, Washington pump fakes back to Williams Jr. Picks up his dribble. Now 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. It's going to force up a 3 for Dunn. That one no good. Dunn comes with it. Sanders hits the ground hard. His teammates come to get him and pop him right back up. So with that shot, the shot clock did reset. About 3 seconds ticked off of it. Here's Washington. They go underneath. This one no good on the end one. He'll go to the line for 2. 61 seconds left to go in this first half as the Mustangs are down by 2. Son Washington also standing at 6'7", the sophomore out of Providence, Rhode Island. Shooting 76% from the charity stripe, able to get that one to go in their last game. Rather, in their game against Hagerstown, he had 13 points, 4 boards, and also had an assist. Raimondo will take a seat. Dwayne Pierce will be his replacement. Second shot from Washington is good, and it ties this game up at 32 apiece. Faulkner passes the timeline. They find Pierce in the corner. Jab stepping, picks up his dribble. Now he goes out to Williams, to Faulkner. Now to Hill in the corner for 3. This one rattles out. Ojukwu with the rebound. Pierce gets 2 defenders on him. Driving to the basket, kick it out to Faulkner. All around to Williams. Williams at the top. In the wing now is Hill on the far side. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. And then this one hit out by Mosley, but it'll be still Raiders basketball. That possession, it just looked like the Raiders didn't know what they wanted to do, what kind of shot they wanted to get. They passed out a lot of decent shots. Have to know the situation now with 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Faulkner gets it, driving to the basket. Nice pass underneath for Hill. Hill not able to get it, looking for the foul. He doesn't get that. Mosley on the far side, 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Washington on the far side. In the corner, they find Ryan Williams Jr. at the top at the end. With this game tied at 32. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, have to get something to go. 5 seconds, Ryan Williams Jr., not sure if he's aware of the shot. Picks up his dribble, he puts it up. Washington, and that would be it for the first half. Not sure if he was aware of the game clock. Had to get something going. Either way, it's like this game never started. We're tied at 32 apiece with this 15-minute intermission here from Monroe University. And here from the Invitational, we are tied at 32 apiece. We'll be back for the second half after this halftime break. with you here for second half action as we look over some of the first half stats. First for Northwest Florida State, the visiting team coming here nationally ranked at number 3. Leading the team so far in scoring off the bench is Dwayne Pierce. Not surprised as he leads the team in scoring already with 15 points per game. And on the other side, leading the team in scoring is number 21 in Hassan Washington, who's had some pretty emphatic dunks there in that first half, about 5. And they start with a blitz. Monroe, as here comes the Raiders, switching sides, now going from right to left to finish off this game. The starters from both teams are the starters that we had to start off this game. Great crossover inside, hop step, dribble, no good. After putting up the shot was DeVere Palmer Jr. Pass to the outside. This one goes off of the fingers of Curtis Williams. For the Raiders, Josh Hayes out there with those 3 personal fouls. 2 more and he's done. On the far side, Eric Meja leads the team in 3-point shooting. Haven't really seen him stroke it from deep so far. Nice, great backdoor pass, or rather the idea, but it's some better cutoff from Nathan Ojuku, who also had 2 personal fouls in that first half. Both teams were in the bonus in the final 3 minutes of that first half. And it's like a whole new ball game here, tied at 32. Ojoku, nice pass inside to Hayes. Hayes with the floater, no good. Williams Jr. pushing the pace. Here's DeVere. Hop step, fadeaway jump shot, good from the near side block. DeVere Palmer Jr., sophomore from Queens, New York. He's able to give his team the lead by 2. Great screen that time by Hayes. They flip it out to Ojuku. Ojuku, nice jab step. Down to the corner to Garcia. Garcia has to get out of it. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Raiders have to get going. They swing it back out to Garcia. Garcia had 2, showing at 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Here's Williams sidestepping inside. Left hand layup off glass, no good, but it didn't hit the rim, so it's a shot clock violation. Great defense that time by the Mustangs. Thought Williams was going to at least put up a 3. Great idea to attack the rim, but just put too much on it. Oh, Sanders off of the screen. Shooting the 3, no good, but he's fouled on the 3-point attempt, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Shooting 75% from the charity stripe so far this season. Sanders has 4 points so far. Could make it 7 by knocking down all 3 of these. Has struggled from 3-point range so far, 0 for 2 before that shot. He's able to rattle that one in. Dwayne Pierce is at the scorer's table looking to check in, but he'll have to wait after the second free throw attempt out of 3. Crowd has started to come in inch by inch as got supporters from both sides. The second free throw is no good. Taking his seat is number 11 in Braylon Roman. Rather, they'll say Williams will take the seat. So Curtis Williams takes the seat from California, a long way from home. Averages 13 points on the season. Hasn't been able to really get it going. Only has 1 point in this contest. Able to knock down 2 out of the 3, so 35. Or they say 36. I'll have to take a look at that score in just a brief moment. Yeah, so it will be 36-32. Williams Jr. to Washington at the top of the key. Shadowed by Hayes. Nearly stolen away from Pierce. Finds a cutting Williams. DeVere, oh, nice reverse layup. Not able to get that one. DeVere Palmer Jr. And trying to go behind the back, but losing the ball. Sanders all by himself. Oh, and he just laid it up with the left hand. Thought he was going to show us a little bit of his athletic ability. Nevertheless, it's a 6-point lead for the Mustangs, 38-32 with 17:24 left to go in this game. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back here from Mustang University. I had to let it go. So many M's on this freaking thing, I had to remind myself. I forgot. At Monroe Athletic Complex, Lloyd Wilson with you after that timeout. Monroe leads this one by 6. Winning the free throw battle in that first half was the Mustangs, shooting 100% from the charity stripe, a category that the nationally ranked Raiders struggled in their last game, missed about 7 to 8 free throws in their last contest, which ultimately costed that game against Harcum. Losing that one by 3 and missing those 7 free throws, you could say that's the game right there. Hop step inside, has a man that falls down, that's Davion Hill, and putting him in the weight room was Eric Meha. Pierce, they find a wide open man in the corner, decides not to take it in Ojuku. Cross court pass that should never happen is Davion Hill. 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Here's Roman, now back to Hill. They dump it down low in the short corner to Hayes. Pierce, turn around 3. This one fighting for the rebound, and it comes down with it is Ryan Williams Jr., the guard over the 6'7", and Hayes off the glass. No good, but fouled on the shot attempt. Skying for that rebound was Ryan Williams Jr., standing at 6'4". He was able to get it over the 6'10" Josh Hayes. About 4 minutes removed into this second half. And just like they started the first half, as the first free throw attempt is no good from Williams Jr., just the way they started in the first half of this game showed a lot of energy. Mustangs so far running along with this one in the first half, now up by 7. Raiders still trying to settle into their offense. Hill trying to find a cutting Ojuku. This one stolen away from Ryan Williams Jr. Meha here on the near side, retreat dribbles. Now attacks the basket, try to go behind the back, but then a foul on the drive. Dwayne Pierce picks up his second personal foul. Hayes also has to be careful out there. He's playing with 3. So far, Monroe on an 11-2 run. They swing it across the timeline. DeVere left it short. Out of nowhere was Williams Jr. trying to put it back. Sanders there to get a shot, and he's fouled from behind. Ryan Williams Jr. tried to make an emphatic slam on the putback. And head coach Jeff Brustad talking with everyone on the floor except for Sanders, who's at the charity stripe. First one is good. He knocks it down. Monroe now with the largest lead they had since the start of this game. 43-34, up 9. On the far side, there's Roman swinging across. That's Williams, back to Roman, playing catch with each other. That wasn't Williams, that was Garcia. Now to Roman, inside, off the glass. That one no good. Fighting for the rebound. That's Raymundo. Raymundo able to put it in with the left hand as he's hyped up, going to the line for one more. Braylon Roman just continued to attack the freshman out of Bloomington, Illinois. But getting the putback and the foul was the freshman himself, Inquan Raymundo, from Campinas, Brazil. Also another player far away from home. And look at this from the Raiders, playing full court defense. Able to break the press easily are the Mustangs. Washington right there on the cut from the side, and he's going to get called for a travel. Mustangs still up 6. Here's Roman at the top. They swing it to Williams on the far side. Spinning around. They find Williams. Williams, short corner jump shot. Airmailed it, put too much on it. Williams Jr. had Washington for a moment. Sanders got his man in the air. Pull up Jay. That one no good. Oh, 2 putbacks. Are you kidding me? Who can you give that putback to? He will say Washington, as he has 6 dunks now in this game. Either way, it's a putback. They say they actually give the bucket to Ryan Williams Jr. You can toss it up to either one of them. Here's Pierce, picks up his dribble. Far side to Curtis. Curtis inside, mid-range Jimmy. Punched out of here. Is blocked by Hassan Washington. Sanders, another mid-range Jimmy. Good. The largest lead of the contest. And this is a big game for the Mustangs. Up big at a number 3 nationally ranked team. And it's going to be a timeout taken from the Raiders. Head coach Steve DeMayo not liking what he sees at all. And it'll be a full timeout taken from the Raiders after this incredible run from the Mustangs. They have a timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back here from New Rochelle. Josh Hayes back into the game. Welcome back here to New Rochelle, New York. Lloyd Wilson with you from Monroe Athletic Complex for the Monroe University Invitational. And right now, the Mustangs up 10 against the number 3 nationally ranked Northwest Florida State College. Roman at the top, picks up his dribble. They have Hayes try to dump it down to Raimundo. Raimundo was nearly called for the 3-second violation, and either way, it's going to be a turnover for the Raiders. And this just has to be a shocker. Anyone looking into this game. Up 10 against a number 3 team. For the Mustangs, they fell earlier to the number 1 team nationally ranked, South Plains College. Lost that one by 6. They're up now 10 as this one left it short. And on the line was Raimundo after the defensive rebound, so Mustangs will come away with it. Losing earlier in the year, a few weeks ago, November 8th, against South Plains College. They lost that one by 6. Then the following week, or rather 2 days after, they fell to College of Southern Idaho. They lost that one by a large margin, 96-75. They were nationally ranked at number 12. They're against number 3 here, as this one's going to be a tough jump shot from DeVere. Left it short, and here come the Raiders. So a surprising showing so far in the second half of this game. But for the Mustangs, they've come out with energy in both halves to start off this game. The foul and one from Hayes, who's been in foul trouble pretty much the entire evening. Able to get the foul plus the foul. Get the points plus the foul, rather. He's going to the line for one more. The sophomore averages about 57% from the charity stripe. That foul was called on Hassan Washington, his second. Substitutions being made as Braylon Roman will take a seat. His replacement would be Davion Hill. Still in this full court press are the Raiders. Eric Meha also comes back in to the ball game. Meha probing that screen inside, steps through, left hand. That one punched away from Hayes. Hayes keeps it alive on the far side. Okogo inside to Hayes. Hayes with the catch. This one off glass, no good, and back-to-back fouls from Hassan Washington. Running to the scorers table is number 5 and Riley Dunn. He's looking to come in as a substitution. This one too strong as Hayes misses the first one. Washington will take a seat. Now having 3 personal fouls. Second free throw from Hayes is good. It's a 6-point game. Meha comes to get it. The shadowing of a full court press is broken. Williams Jr. had Sanders cutting under the basket, just missed him. Here's Dunn. Dunn picks up his dribble, gives it back to Meha at the top. Have to get going in this offense. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Nearly this one stolen away. They give it to Ryan Williams Jr. for 3. Stands still, knocks it down. Ryan Williams Jr. Not only showing us his athletic ability, but can show he can shoot from three as well on the far side. This one's stolen away. Williams hop steps in between and a hard foul. They'll see who they will call it on. Looks like Raymundo. They do call it on Raymundo, as it will be a shooting foul. So Williams will shoot a pair. Substitution is going to be made by both teams. First free throw is good from Williams. Williams now leading the team in scoring with 13 points. Eric Mayhaw will take a seat. His replacement, Fakir Mosley. Second free throw attempt, no good. Three starters in double figures for the Mustangs. Alley-oop attempt. You had two players there ready to catch that alley-oop in Hayes and Williams. Either way, the basket goes down. 51-43 with 11:15 left to go in the game. Devere Palmer Jr. on the far side looking for the screen from Dunn. He gets it. Had a shot if he wanted to take it. This one called a foul on the reach, and Hayes has to be careful. Davion Hill actually will be called for the foul. Mosley has to inbound this one. They do to Sanders on the far side. Gets out of traffic, and this one not able to catch it was Williams Jr. as it was a bullet pass to him and nearly a dunk from Raymundo, but then foul from behind from Devere Palmer Jr. So Raymundo will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Leading the team in scoring is Akuju for the Raiders. Substitutions being made. Sanders will take a seat. And Eric Mayhaw will come right back in. Davion Hill will take a seat, and Braylon Roman comes in for him. Raymundo able to get both. Raymundo now with 7 points. Another foul called on the floor. Raymundo has 5 points, 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. Williams Jr. on the side out on the near side sideline. They give it to Dunn at the wing. Williams Jr. comes back to get it. Picks up his dribble. They find Dunn on the far side. Shadowed by the 6'10" in Hayes. Dunn inside, not able to get the roll. Great defense that time from Hayes. Here's Pierce to Hayes. Hayes thought about shooting the three. Lost the ball nearly. Gives it back out to Pierce on the far side. Gets the screen. Hop steps. Inside. Wild shot put up that time by Pierce. And it's a 3-on-2 for the Mustangs. Inside! In the jam from Ryan Williams Jr. Pierce on the attack on the other side. Not able to lay it in. And getting the rebound is Williams Jr. Swings it to Mayhaw on the far side. Jab steps. Driving baseline, then fouled on the second dribble. But man, what a highlight by Ryan Williams Jr., the sophomore from Queens, New York. Standing at 6'4", and talking about his hustle, expending the energy to get the dunk, and then on the other side, get back on defense and get the defensive rebound. In great shape. Pierce takes a seat. His replacement, number 14, and Nathan Ojuku. Meha at the line, and this is a note to mention as he knocks down both free throws. Monroe is in the bonus. Rather, not yet. They'll be a few fouls away from the bonus. Still have the possession arrow with them. Unless I'm looking at the light wrong. Looks like they were in the bonus. Either way, we continue. Here's Williams inside. Put up a contested shot over Dunn. Getting his own rebound was Ojuku. Ojuku kicks this one inside to Hayes at the last second. This one turned over. Ryan Williams Jr. comes up with it, passing the timeline, and hands it off to Meha. Getting the screen. Step back three, no good. And they call this a shooting foul? Can't be with everyone walking the opposite direction. Here's Williams. Ojuku inside to Hayes. Rather, that's Raimundo. Hop step inside Ojuku. Now Hayes with the push shot. Good from the short corner. Mosley back to Meha. Meha to Ryan Williams Jr. to Dunn. Had the backdoor option, but had two players going in the same direction. Williams try to dump it down to Dunn. Then they do in the short corner. Now by himself in the corner is Junior, and it's good. Ryan Williams Jr. having a game. Monroe goes up 11. Attacking is Williams. Williams cutting through that defense. That one no good. On the putback attempt and getting the and one is Raimundo. Raimundo not able to complete the three-point play, but he did get two after that foul attempt. DeVere Palmer Jr., nice crossover, inside, bumped by Okoju. Trying to fight through it, he loses the ball, he's looking for the foul. It's a 3-on-3, and this one inside, no foul called on that one. And they got a foul called on Raimundo on the transition. So, yeah, I was looking at the right arrow for a reason. I didn't see the arrow was lit up for the bonus, but Monroe in the bonus with 7:49 left to go in this game. The Raiders have committed 8 personal fouls, or rather 18 fouls. Mosley knocks down the first one, knocks down the second. Ties now the largest lead we've had so far today. Rather, they were up 11, so one away from that. Raimundo able to go back to the basket and put in a nice hook shot. Trying to inbound this one. was the Mustangs, but they were able to get a timeout before the 5-second violation. As this press defense from the Raiders worked to perfection that time. So timeout taken from the Mustangs after they weren't able to get the ball in cleanly. They take one, we'll take one as well. We'll be right back here from Monroe Athletic Complex. Back here in New Rochelle with me, Lloyd Wilson. So far, Monroe able to keep the lead after a few dangerous moments of turning the ball over, up 9. Here's Dunn at the top. Williams Jr. on the far side, picked up by the big man in Raymundo. Long two from Williams Jr., and it's good. Swinging around, Okojo setting up Hayes inside. Foul will be called on the floor. They're called against Ryan Williams Jr. He's having a great game. 21 points on 7 for 10 shooting, 4 for 5 from 3. Dunn will take a seat and Washington will come in. He also, folks, has 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Doing it on both sides of the ball. His team up 11. Foul called on the floor. So now both teams in the bonus with 6:41 left to go in this game. Now we are officially tied at the largest lead that we've had so far tonight, and that one was just crushed once again. Mustangs, again, coming in off of a win against Hagerstown and Allegheny. And for the Raiders, as the second shot from Raymundo, no good, but they're able to get the offensive rebound, and another foul called against the Mustangs. DeVere Palmer Jr. now the guilty party on the foul. Sends Roman to the charity stripe. Roman, his first time at the line today, he's able to knock down the first one. But for Northwest Florida State College, they coming on in off of a loss yesterday against a tough Harcum squad, losing that game by 3. Substitutions being made by the Raiders as Roman will take a seat, who just knocked down a pair of free throws. His replacement is Tyrese Melo Garcia, the redshirt freshman out of Lynn, Massachusetts. This one nearly stolen, and it is stolen from Okojo, and a foul after the stolen ball against Eric Meha. And it's more free throws for the Raiders. Ojuku able to knock down the first one. 6:29 left to go in the game. He knocks down a pair. He trims this lead that the Mustangs had. Meha just gets it past. They give it to DeVere Palmer. Swinging it around. Ryan Williams Jr. to Mosley. Cross court to Meha. Meha in the corner to Palmer. Skip pass. Nice flare screen set up for the three from Eric Meha. Wanting to shoot the three was Williams. They go to the far side. And a Cuckoo. Hayes hop steps this one. And it's going to be called for a travel. Another turnover for the Raiders. Juku putting the pressure on. Meha to Williams in the corner. Not the shot they want. They want to be able to eat this clock up. Mosley at the top. Palmer looked like he wanted to set a screen, but Washington looking like he was going to set it for DeVere. Meha. Oh, nice pick and roll inside to Washington for another slam. His sixth of the evening. Monroe up 11 with 5:09 left to go in the game. Minutes away from being their first nationally ranked team this season. Long high arc in three. That one way too strong from Pierce. Eric Meha. Mosley jab steps. Back out to Meha. Picked up by Okuju. Taking their time. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Meha looking for the screen. Taps his head. Doesn't use it. Great crossover move. Try to split the screen. And it is a foul on Pierce. Showing off the handles was Eric Meha. Meha leads the team in scoring, but only has 6 points today. As looks like head coach Steve DeMayo is going to put in his reserves. Or you would say the most of his reserves. The only three starters out there, and getting some playing time for the first time tonight is Gabriel Martinez. As putting it in is Curtis Williams. Martinez, the redshirt freshman from La Ramona, Dominican Republic. Foul call on the floor, but with both teams in the bonus, we'll be shooting free throws no matter what. Meha able to knock it down. And the team is number 10 in Williams Jr. So far with 20 points. 20 points and 3 steals along with 8 rebounds. From the guard position at that. Here's Roman at the top. Trying to cross over. Far side and Faulkner. Faulkner with a long range three. He shorts it. 3:45 left to go in this game. And Monroe, so far, looks like they have nothing but control of it. Meha attacks. Another foul on the floor. We'll go to the charity stripe. All 5 starters are now in double figures after Mayhaw knocked down those free throws on the last trip to the charity stripe. Mayhaw with 11, Sanders with 12, Williams with 20, Palmer Jr. rather is the only one. Oh, wait, not with double figures, rather. So 4 out of the 5 starters have double figure scoring. Palmer Jr. with 8. Inside, Braylon, tough move, looking for the foul after a lot of body contact met at the rim. They're going to call the offensive foul on Mayhaw as he used the chicken wing to get Curtis Williams off of him. Substitutions being made as Mayhaw will take a seat. Sanders looking to check in. Some miscommunication on the floor. So I think they were trying to discuss if Mayhaw had checked in with the table, or rather if Sanders checked in with the table. I think the official didn't clear for a substitution. Here's DeVere at that 8-point mark. Washington finds a cutting Williams Jr. with an emphatic reverse, not able to have it, and he gets up hobbling. Here's Mosley to Washington. Washington will pull on the straight on 3. Inside, Braylon, left-hander, not able to get it. Martinez with their offensive rebound. He turns that one over. Here's Williams. Williams inside, lost the basketball. And they say it was last touched by Williams as 2 officials saw 2 different things. Timeout. They say it will be a timeout taken by the Mustangs. It's a full timeout, but we'll keep things here. Looking at the schedule for the Mustangs after this, if they're able to hold on and win. Right now up 11 with 2:18 left to go in the contest. They'll be on the road against Hartford Community College in Bel Air, Maryland. In just a few days, so their next game is on Thursday next week, so they'll have a few days of much needed rest after this long invitational. This invitational has been held at the school. Has been something that has been done since the 2017-18 season. And on the other side for Northwest Florida State College, looking at what they have coming up next after Monroe. They'll also be on the road next Thursday against Bishop State Community College in Mobile, Alabama. So they'll have to get on another flight next week for another long road trip. Here's Braylon Roman inside. That one blocked at the rim, but foul. Son Washington called for the foul as he met Roman at the rim. 2:08 left to go. Another pair of free throws from Roman. First one's able to go in. Ojukwu looking to sub in along with Pierce. Missing the second free throw was Roman. Here's Mosley at the top. 2 minutes exactly left to go in this game. Washington at the top. Has Martinez on him. Has the mismatch if you really wanted to use it. Nice screen from Washington. Nice pick and roll inside. Underhand layup is good. From Hassan Washington. And after that bucket, a timeout being taken from Florida State College. It'll be a full timeout from them. So with that timeout, we'll take one as well. We'll be here to finish off this game with 1:45 left to go as the Mustangs hold their largest lead of the evening with 12. .145 left to go in this Monroe University Invitational. Ball being kicked around all over the place, and coming away with it is Ryan Williams Jr. DeVere with an easy slam, and that now puts all starters in double figures in scoring. DeVere Palmer Jr., prior to that slam, only had 8 points, but now with it, all starters in double figures in scoring. It's been a day from those 5 gentlemen. Now up 14 with seconds left to go as the drive and the foul. And Roman going to the line pretty much for a stat padding. This is the first free throw as it's too strong. He misses both free throws, and DeVere Palmer Jr. with the rebound. Foul from behind was Mosley. His team up 14, and looking like they're going to go on to win this one for the Mustangs. Not only a win that increases their winning streak now to 3, but just a statement win to beat a nationally ranked team. And you've already seen 2 earlier this year, number 1 and number 12. You go right back to the top 3, and you beat these guys by double figures. Have to feel confident if you're Jeff Brustad and this coaching staff. executed the game plan to perfection. And you come away with this invitational, undefeated. As this one's going to be a charge against Braylon Roman. As they're just checking on DeVere Palmer Jr. as he comes up on the back end of this one, hobbling. Hopefully he's okay. Just having to take one more shot to finish out this game. And what better way to do it with another jam and slam from the Mustangs. Straight on shot from Williams. That one no good. Fighting for the rebound was Mosley. Mosley stepped on the baseline. So for the Raiders, they'll get one more possession before we conclude this game. Monroe up 17, the largest lead from either team today. For the Mustangs, on average, they give opponents 76 points, and they usually average 79 points, 1 point away from their season's average. And on the other side for Northwest Florida State College, they give up about 66 points. Well, they're past that. They've given up 18 more than that. A little bit more, less than 18, but we're not mathematicians here. And then for them, they average about 86 points per game. They're held to 63 unless they're able to score here. Last timeout being taken from the Raiders, and they're probably just trying to drop a play that they can feel confident about going into Alabama next week. Again, both teams get much needed rest. Next time they'll touch the court will be on Thursday. Raiders don't even get the possession as Monroe was able to call the timeout. And a secured win here from Monroe College University. And they're able to get this one by 15. Your final score, 78-63. Leading scorers from the Mustangs, Ryan Williams Jr., he finished the game with 20 points on 7-11 shooting, 4 for 5 from 3, with 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. And on the other side for the Raiders, the leading scorer for them was Nathan Ojukwu with 12 points, 4 for 5 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, as well as 2 steals. But the Mustangs finish off their invitational. Next time they'll touch the floor will be next Thursday. I'm your host, Lloyd Wilson. Thank you for tuning in to another production here from Monroe College University.